What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back in with a new video, and today it is time that we discuss the 2024 United States Senate elections, and in particular, the phenomenal job that Steve Daines has done so far as the NRSC chair. Now, there's a lot of issues about the Republican Party, such as clowns like Mitch McConnell. You have losers in Kansas who are openly admitting they want to lose 2023 and 2024 elections despite certain people. Yeah, that's a state of the Republican Party. But thankfully, we have competent people like Steve Daines who want conservative options and those that can win. He wants to win. He doesn't care about, oh, the wrong candidate. No, he doesn't care. He is focused on winning and getting conservative options across the board. And, well, he's done a perfect job as of now. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Guys, just for $3 a month, you can join Real American Politics, which is a phenomenal deal as it helps support the daily content that we all know and love. You like joining the channel? That's the best way to support the daily content. So I hope you join today. Alright, let's get into today's video. So like I said in the intro, the Republican Party has a massive leadership problem, as you got clowns like Mitch McConnell who held hostage tens of millions of dollars. I don't care what the loser right says about all these candidates couldn't fundraise. Yes, some of these candidates had problem fundraising. But guess what? We've always had this problem. And clowns like Mitch McConnell, their only job is to make sure Republicans across the board win their respective elections by giving them money. Don't let these people fool you. Mitch McConnell told many donors, do not support Blake Masters, do not support even Adam Laxalt, do not support Mehmet Oz even, because Blumph is bad. So that's a problem that we got. We always had a leadership problem, but we may have solved that. For the first time in a while, there is somebody competent in leadership that controls funding that, when you add up to it, could potentially be more important than whatever the turtle does. It's the NRSC, also known as the National Republican Senate Committee. These guys, essentially, that's their job. Help Republicans win Senate elections with funding. And Rick Scott was the leader of that for a couple of years. And to say that he was incompetent is an understatement. Look, I like Rick Scott. I think he's a solid senator of Florida. The problem is just he is not meant to be in charge of money. He blew through tens of millions of dollars in 2022. And that's a problem that we had. You've then allowed Mitch McConnell to essentially control every aspect of funding in 2022. Why do you think Blake Masters has a funding problem? It's not because he's a bad candidate. Stop this crap that, oh, he lost. Mitch McConnell told people do not support Blake Masters because Blumph. So yes, Mitch McConnell screwed us in 2024, but you can also blame Rick Scott for it. And Rick Scott has actually been a leader, something we have not seen in the Republican Senate in a long time. So, as his job as a Senate committee person, the NRSC chairman, his job is to help us win elections. And one of the biggest problems we had in 2022 was these dogfight of primaries. Look, if Blake Masters did not have that primary in Arizona where Jim Lamont called him a Nazi, there's a good chance he probably would have won that seat. Similar deal in Nevada. Laxalt had to go through a primary. Vance, same deal. And well, Steve Daines has been going across the board to specific Senate seats, making sure we have one candidate who will get a crap ton of support and funding by the NRSC. And he also is making sure establishment clowns do not just jump in the primary, force us to spend unnecessary resources on the race, and then proceed to lose in the fall. That's what happened in 2022. One of the earliest examples of this was in Indiana. Jim Banks is one of the best representatives in the House. And Steve Daines did a phenomenal job in making sure this was an uncontested primary. We don't have to spend a freaking dime on this seat now. He made sure bozos like Mitch Daniels, Victoria Spartz, Mike Braun, etc. Or not Mike Braun, I should say Victoria Spartz and Mitch Daniels. They are not running. Mostly because Steve Daines talked to them and was like, look, Jim Banks is our candidate. We are going to back him financially. If you really want to go in this war, you're going to cost us potentially a couple seats. So Steve Daines helped us get Senator Banks. It's all but a guarantee at this point. This was his first great thing that he did. But that's not all. You go to West Virginia, and it's looking more and more like that Jim Justice is going to be the nominee. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Now, Alex Mooney, I would say, is a solid representative. I mean, his only thing that people are going to say is, oh, he's going to struggle against Manchin. He's going to win against Manchin, but the argument is Jim Justice, who would be a temporary option. His thing is he would crush Manchin without us having to spend even a dime. Now, with Mooney, I don't think you would have to spend a dime either, but whatever. Point is, it's looking like Jim Justice is going to be the main guy in West Virginia, which means he could still finance. And plus, he would undoubtedly just beat Manchin to a pulse. Mooney, I think, would too, but it's clear that Jim Justice would beat Mooney, and he would be a temporary option, so he's not going to serve that long. He is older, but still, Daines is doing a solid job. And we go to, let's see, where is it? Montana. Now, Ryan Zinke all but said he's not going to run. Like, he's saying, oh, I'm still considering it. The guy's not running. Because it's actually sounding like, believe it or not, Rosendale or Knudsen are going to be the main option. One of these two is going to get significant support from Senator Daines. And I actually heard that Rosendale may be the option. He already has Club for Growth backing him. And Daines may actually back Rosendale. So that would mean we would have no primary in Montana. Plus, you got the Club for Growth help funding this seat. And we have a united party in Montana. That's a perfect combination. Like, Rosendale, okay, he would win this seat. Look, would it be close? Yes, because Tester is a stronger candidate. But without a primary and the full party united behind him with funding from the Club for Growth and the NRSC, that's a combination for victory. So that is another major W by Daines. That's 3 W's Daines has had with a conservative, one of the most conservative House representatives in Indiana, going to become the next senator of the great state. Jim Justice going to enter that Senate race against Manchin, will beat him to a pulse. And in Montana, it looks like we're going to have a unified party with a lot of money backing the candidate. If it's true that Rosendale is the option, which will piss off certain people, but screw you. Rosendale is more than likely going to be the option, especially with the Club for Growth openly backing him. Now, if he doesn't run, Knudsen is probably going to be the nominee. But either way, we're going to have a united party in Montana. So that's 3 states where we really don't have to worry about that brutal of a primary or even funding if it all goes to plan. Now, there are a couple other states that we have some positive developments in. Also, Ohio. Matt Dolan, it does not sound like we're going with him. It sounds like we are going to go with somebody else who I don't know. But it does not sound like many people really want Dolan. I mean, it was always the anti-Trump option. It's like, dude, go away. But it is sounding like we are going to go with somebody, maybe LaRose, though I think the union scandal in Cincinnati may hurt him. Maybe we get Davidson somehow involved. I doubt it, because he's running for governor probably in a couple of years. But who knows? With Ohio, it's still wait and see. Now, Virginia. This could potentially be an underrated W by Daines. It sounds like we're going to get Hunkow to run in this seat. Look, we're not going to win this seat. I highly doubt we will win. This is against Tim Kaine after all. But Hunkow is the second best option to run in the state of Virginia. All right? He did 12 to 13 points better in Virginia 10th. Well, a 12 to 13 point shift from 2020, that gives you a victory in the state of Virginia. Now, that's not going to say he's going to win automatically, but he would definitely help us in a place like Virginia 7th. And we would have a candidate that would have potentially a serious chance of upsetting Kaine, which in turn would force Democrats to pour money into Virginia of all states, which I would laugh at if they have to spend tens of millions of dollars in Virginia. Hunkow is a great candidate. He now has some name recognition. And if he can do 12, 13 points better in Virginia, I think, was Virginia 3rd? Or Virginia 10th, excuse me. There's a good chance he could get this race within 5, which I'll take. Now, the last one we know of Daines getting involved directly in is in the state of Pennsylvania. He is trying to get McCormick to run. Now, I have my issues with David McCormick, obviously. He has some serious baggage. But in this seat, especially if you're going against Bob Casey, McCormick has 2 advantages. One, he can self-finance. That is his biggest, I guess you could say, advantage, strength. He can self-finance. Secondly, it would also mean Democrats do have to spend some kind of money on this seat. If you have somebody like McCormick who would spend a lot of money in this seat, you would have to give Bob Casey some money. Not, $100 million, but still, like $10, $15 million. Force them to have to spend in a state like Pennsylvania, in a state that should be an easy win if Bob Casey does run. So overall, Steve Daines has impacted 5 to 6 Senate seats that we know of. Montana, that's 1. Indiana's 2. Ohio's 3. West Virginia's 4. And Pennsylvania is 5. Now, we gotta wait and see what happens in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada. But so far, he's doing a great job getting candidates that can win, but are actual conservatives. Most of them. Pennsylvania, the whole point is force Democrats to spend money in that state. Overall, Daines has been way better. And quite frankly, Mitch McConnell's going to screw us over next year anyway. So Steve Daines is going to be the one we have to ask for money from. Because knowing McConnell, he's going to spend money on freaking Nebraska, knowing the guy. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below. Subscribe, share with your friends. Hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.